Hey guys, welcome to YouTube Live. I don't know that I've ever done this, and I've done it more on Facebook. But today I was on my walk and I was doing my hammock. This is my hammocking. The sun's just rising, and I'm sitting here, and I was like, I feel like there's something in my heart that needs to come out, and I need to share it. And God was like, do it. And I was like, okay, we're gonna do this on Facebook. Nope, on YouTube Live. So here we are, YouTube Live. We're gonna see how this works. Let's talk about creation. I know I use that word a lot, and people who are in my communities and in Facebook and stuff, you understand that a little bit more. But some people are like, creation, what do you mean by that? So let me explain a little bit about what is creation and what does it mean. So creation can be in the way like makers, artists, and painters, and that kind of creation or those kind of skills, but it also is the creation of your life, the creation of your day, the creation of everything that you do and everything that you are every day. So when you wake up, you can be like, okay, God, I'm so grateful for today. What I'm choosing to create peace in my home. I'm choosing to create order. I'm choosing to create connection with the people that I love. All these different kinds of things you're creating. Or if you're in business, it could be I'm creating this event or this course, or I'm writing this book, or all of the different things that we do that we create. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful process. And you ask in, like in the scriptures, it says, asking you shall receive. And asking is part of that spiritual creation because everything is created spiritually before it's created physically. There's a scripture reference for that. If you need it, you can leave it in the comments and I'll find it for you because I'm in a hammock and not with my books at the moment. You want to see the beautiful, beautiful outside at the moment? So pretty. Ah. Okay. So creation is really cool and it's one of my favorite things in the world. And I feel like there's a difference between working in stress and overwhelm, working in chaos, frustration, working in, oh, I have to. My days are really full and they're that way on purpose. And I have learned a few things that I find are super helpful. Well, one, I will actually schedule appointments for game time with my kids, for hammock time for me, for walking in nature, those things. And so then you have a tendency to, sometimes if you have a tendency to overschedule or people please and all those things, that if you have something on your schedule and you're like, oh, I already have an appointment that day, your appointment could be with you and your massage therapist. It could be with you in your hammock. It could be with you in the mountain. But having time to connect to nature, to connect to God, is so important for creation. And if you find yourself in those states of overwhelm, if you just go for a walk, get in nature, breathe, it helps to get you out of that state of overwhelm or frustration and kind of resets your nervous system and allows you to receive the inspiration on your next steps and on the things that you need to do going forward to move forward in whatever your dream or your goal or whatever it is that you're trying to create. I find that's a really good time that I can talk to God. I can ask questions and listen for answers, whether that's in my hammock just still in pondering, whether that's laying on the floor in my office in meditation, whether that's walking or hiking or anything, washing dishes, often hopefully didn't stop this. So there's all the different things that we can do that help to fortify us. There's trucks going by, and I hope it's not too loud. That I believe in being real, and so hence you will get a live whenever I feel called to do one, whatever, no matter what I look like or where I'm at. That's just how I roll. Um, Another truck. Hopefully you can't hear it. So there was one that I was doing with my son yesterday, and maybe this will be helpful for someone. We were sitting outside before school in the morning. We took our lawn chairs, we put them out, and stuck our bare feet in the grass to get some grounding to help to center our bodies and get into a calm and centered state before going about our day. I was eating my breakfast. He was reading his book, and he was feeling a little frustrated. And I said, "Okay, let's just stop for just a minute." So I'm like, "Okay, look around and close your eyes for a second. Take a couple deep breaths." Okay, so we did take a couple deep breaths. And then you use your five senses, and your five senses will help bring you back to being present. If you feel like your brain is swirling, maybe there's a lot going on in your world and you need to get back. So I just say, okay, look around, find five things that you can see. And so we look around and find five things that you can see. And then you're going to find four things that you can hear, three things that you can smell, and then taste, two things you can taste, one you can touch, and feel. So use all the senses. See, hear, smell, feel, taste, touch. You can do it whatever order you want. And you could do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could do five of each, whatever works for you. Like there's no like specific method you have to keep in order for it to work. Just let yourself do it and notice, because as you're activating those senses and you're noticing what's going on around you, it brings you into the present. So even if you're like with your family and you're trying to be more present, look around, notice the smiles on their faces, notice the way the light shines in their eyes or how they talk about something that they love. and embrace and let those moments like sink into your heart, and it will provide more joy and fulfillment in your life. So that's a super cool little tip for you. If you're still here and if you love creation, if you have a project that you're working on, if you have something in your heart that you want to create, whether that's a structure in your home or your family, more peace in your heart, anything like that that you would like to create, if you're what you're wanting to create is more clarity over what is creation and how do I do it and what do I want to create, how do I create that thing that I want to create, or what's my next step, and you'd like some help, I am doing a creation mastermind next Wednesday, and I am so excited for it. I've done this 2 or 3 different times, and it's really cool. There's a web link in the description below, or you can go to learnlivefly.com/CM for Creation Mastermind, and you can read all the details there. I'd love to have you join me. This one is short and sweet and on Zoom, so you can join me from wherever you are in the world, and you can be there virtually, and we'll do some coaching, some mastermind time where you can connect to other people, get some ideas on whatever you're working on, and then we'll have a creation block where we will go work on that. We'll come back and mastermind again to come back, talk about it, and get you set up so you can move forward, keep working on that. I'm not sure if there will be another one. I want to do these on the regular, but I feel some changes shifting in my life and in my world. So I don't know if that will happen or not. So this could possibly be the last one, but I don't know yet. I should know in a couple weeks. So please go check it out. There's a list there. If you can't come next week and your life is busy, that's okay. Go there. There's a list where you can sign up and just tell me that you are interested. If you're local and you're interested in an in-person one, if we do it again, then you can tag what area you're willing to go to. You can tag whether you want virtual and leave me a message for any support and things that you need. So I would love to have you at the Creation Mastermind. So go check it out at learnlivefly.com/CM, and I will see you there. Happy morning. If you haven't got out yet, go outside, enjoy the nature. Nature. If you have a hammock, go hang in it. I love my hammock. I just imagine that this is God and he's rocking me. And it's one of those things where you don't get that soothing, that rocking you had when you were a baby, and that's how your parents help soothe you. And I know that my hammock days have gotten me through some really hard moments in my life and hard seasons. A good book and a hammock, my scriptures, my music in my ear. I will go for my walk out in nature. And then when you get back and you're like that little bit of sweaty and you're like, oh, I don't want to go in where there's like no airflow yet, I grab my hammock, I hang it in a tree, and I hang out here for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour and a half, depending on what I have time wise and what I can do. Sometimes I'll even bring my laptop and I will sit in the hammock and do my work. If it's something where I don't necessarily need internet and I can work on it while I'm on the go, I'd much rather work in nature than work in my office or in my home. I love my office, but nature has a special spot in my heart. And there's this deep sense and presence that God is everywhere, and these like tender mercies that come along the way. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful joy. And I love it so much. So if you're not a hammocker, I invite you to check it out. Oh, you can even join Hammock Day if you happen to be local to Northern Utah or start your own. When you go to the website, you can click at the top under events and you can check out our hammock sessions, hammock soul sessions. They're super fun too. Or go to learnlivefly.com/hammock. Okay. Love you. Bye.